Alrighty, I think we are ready to get started here. Thank you everyone for joining today's edition of Counter Chat. My name is Mike and I am the customer marketing analyst here at Prokeep. I am joined today by some awesome members of our product team, Tori and Kate. Guys, feel free to introduce yourselves to the group here.
Hello. Good afternoon or good day, everyone. I am Tori Matthew, a product manager here at Prokeep.
And hello, I'm Kate Lupica. I'm a UX designer here at Prokeep.
Awesome. Happy to have you guys on today. A couple quick things that we'll just take care of here housekeeping wise before we get started. A reminder that all attendee lines are muted upon joining. Please feel free to submit any questions you may have via the Q&A section in the Zoom control panel there. We want to hear from you guys. We want to keep this as engaging as possible. We will be addressing the questions in the Q&A portion of the presentation at the end. And a reminder that a recording of this will be shared after today's session. Perfect. All right. Well, let's get started here. Today, we're going to be talking about broadcast text messaging, fairly big topic here at Prokeep. We'll talk a little bit about some of the awesome enhancements that are available within broadcast text messaging today, a little bit about what's coming soon with broadcast text messaging, a little design preview there for our visual folks. And as I mentioned before, a little time for questions at the end here. So without further ado, I will turn things over to my friend Tori here, and we'll get into the latest and greatest of broadcast text messaging today.
Thank you very much, Mike. And I do, again, want to thank everyone who is joining us today. We do appreciate you guys spending some time with us so we can tell you about why we are so excited about broadcast text messaging. So to get us kicked off here, when we think about broadcast text messaging, we think about it's all about meeting our customers, meeting their customers where they are. We've learned that studies show that 9 out of 10 contractors actually prefer text communication over email. And this shift in preference means that by using text, our customers can engage their customers, their audience, in a way that feels natural to them, which in turn can boost message visibility and overall engagement. One of the key benefits of broadcast text messaging from our perspective is that targeted reach. Unlike emails that can get lost in cluttered inboxes, text messages have significantly higher open rates. And this means that when you send out important updates, whether it's order cutoff, times, or promotional offers, they're seen almost instantly by your customers. You can move on to the next slide, Mike.
Alrighty.
And we've spent a lot of time thinking about how we can make this feature as versatile as possible, a tool for our customers. So while primarily a communication tool, there's so much more here. Broadcast text messages is a driver for immediate action. So the platform allows users to quickly boost sales, notify customers about critical operation changes, and drive traffic to e-commerce platforms. Some businesses that we've learned have even seen sales rise by as much as 300% after implementing and incorporating the tool into their processes and workflows. This direct approach helps our customers engage with their customers in real time, encouraging fast and measurable results. And on the next slide, Mike, one of the best parts about broadcast text messaging from our perspective as well, just hitting on that versatility a bit more. It's not just for teams like sales and marketing. The tool can support departments across the organization, including HR, operations, IT. So, for example, sales, marketing teams might want to push out discount information or invite customers to customer appreciation events. Maybe even announce new inventory updates. It's a powerful way to reach large audiences fast. From a HR perspective, for example, using the tool, pushing out internal reminders, maybe safety trainings or mandatory meetings, keeping the team on the same page and ensure that important updates aren't missed, even in the context of those internal kind of HR type meetings. And even from an operations and IT perspective, even that group isn't left out here. Those teams can send system updates, scheduled downtime changes, or changes in delivery schedules, ensuring that the right departments are kept informed without interrupting workflows. And finally, just one thing to call out here. Our customers for Prokeep Plus who have access to broadcast text messages find that they have unlimited users and unlimited messaging, meaning that there's no cap on usage, making the tool cost effective, and it scales to what our customers' organization may need in terms of the reach and their target audience. Next slide, Mike. So broadcast text messages have been around for a while, but we think of ourselves in Prokeep as we're building tools for distributors by distributors. So as we learn more from our customers about what they need from our tools, we try to do as best job we can incorporating them into our product. So from that perspective, we've also taken that approach with broadcast text messaging as well. And we have several exciting new features and enhancement that enhance our ability to enable our customers to connect with their customers effectively. We've enhanced our audience building capabilities to take into account another feature in our platform called contact labels. This lets our customers segment their audience more effectively so they can ensure that the right messages reach the right audience at the right time. By increasing this message relevance, our customers can enhance overall engagement, which is what we're striving for here to enable our customers to do. Additionally, we've provided the ability to include links in your broadcast. And with that, we give you the ability to track those clicks as well. This allows our customers to measure engagement more accurately in real time, helping them understand what specific content or promotions drive the customer engagement and actions that they're actually looking for. We've also made a distinction in promotional and informational workflows. To tell you a little bit more about what I mean by that. Promotional and informational type broadcast. This allows customers to send out messages in compliant ways that respect customer preferences and regulations. So promotional messages encourage action, while those informational messages or updates don't require actions. And in addition to that, we've built in granularity so that customers can opt out of promotional messages while remaining engaged in those informational messages, and our customers keeping their target audience where it needs to be to have the most effective reach possible. Lastly here, compliance and helping our customers as best we can get the proper opt-in for these type of one-to-many communication messages is always top of mind for us. So we've also built in some tools here that now include making it easy to keep track of customer preferences. It was always a part of our platform, but we've doubled down on it here, and we're helping our customers manage opt-ins effectively. That help them keep track of who is compliant, who is not, to make sure that only the customers who should be reached based on their opt-in status are reached. And next slide, Mike. To tell you guys a little bit more about some of the features that stand out here for us. We recently incorporated templates into broadcast text messages. And they're unlimited. This streamlines workflows, saves time, ensuring message consistency, especially when when broadcast messages have to be sent on a regular basis. This way, from our perspective, our customers are kept informed with repetitive tasks or creating content from scratch. Templates removes that repetitive action from our customers' workflow. And they also enable the added benefit of personalizing messages, as your customer's name, for example, can be included in those broadcast messages. And that personalization, again, is another aspect of this feature that we're excited to see drive engagement between our customers and their customers. Next slide, Mike. Thank you, sir. We've brought more individual reporting information into the application as well to allow our customers to understand how their broadcast messages are performing. From our perspective, these insights will empower our customers with the data they need to tweak communication strategies in the ways that they find are most effective for engaging their customers. One more slide, Mike. Continuing on the thread here of data and using data insights to drive communication strategies. We're also providing more detailed information on each broadcast. So our customers can see, for example, who of their contacts messages were delivered to, who responded to broadcast messages, which, by the way, is another one of those awesome features that I almost overlooked, meaning there's a two-way communication here. So when you send out a broadcast message, your contact replies. Prokeep already has the infrastructure built to track that reply in the inbox and make it easy for that customer's need to be addressed by someone on the team. So almost overlooked that, but it's absolutely worth noting. But back to this slide here with regards to being able to show you on an individual broadcast basis, for example, who may have clicked the link. When you send a broadcast, which one of your contacts didn't receive that broadcast because the message failed for them. And if applicable, we'll also even show you why that message failed to be delivered. Maybe that contact maybe that number was not a viable number to receive SMS or MMS messages. Next slide, Mike. So up next, to give you guys a little preview as to what we're thinking about to continue to add additional features to help our customers with broadcast text messages. You can push forward, Mike. Like I mentioned, we take the feedback provided by our customers to inform where we go next. So a few areas here worth calling out. It's important for us to help our customers effectively reach their customers while saving as much time as possible. So being able to set a broadcast on a recurring schedule is top of mind for us as a feature we're looking at here in the near future. We talked about the ability to add links to your broadcast, and then we track those clicks. We've gotten some good feedback from our customers that we can improve the display of those for how they come through in the broadcast message, all with the express purpose, again, of driving engagement for our customers when they actually click those links. We're also thinking about how we can build in more automated reply routing. So We have use cases where the group or location that the broadcast text message was sent from isn't necessarily the group that any replies should come back into. And we want to make sure that our customers get the support they need from the location they most often do business with. So we have some work to do to figure out how our workflow can incorporate this use case more effectively. And as I highlighted data and the importance of data being helpful to fortifying communication strategies, we're going to be doing some more work to make it easier to get some of the data that we're showing in Prokeep on a broadcast, those individual contact information that I spoke about earlier, making it easier to get some of that out of the system for reporting outside of Prokeep. And in addition to that, just a quick peek at one of the features that I called out here, in particular, recurring broadcasts. On the next slide, I'll let Kate tell you guys a little bit about what we're thinking.
Yeah, so this is just a little bit more of an in-depth sneak peek as to how we're thinking about setting up recurring broadcasts. So right now you are able to schedule a broadcast when you create it, but that's more for a one-time date at some point in the future. But we want to give you the ability to schedule broadcasts that you can send out on a schedule. So when you pick scheduling a recurring broadcast, you'd be able to pick the date that it starts on, the time that it's going to be delivered at, and then the frequency at which you want it to repeat. So we would let you repeat it every X amount of days, X amount of weeks, or X amount of months. So if you pick the weekly option, you'd be able to pick which day of the week you want it to repeat on. So you could have it repeat every Tuesday, every 2 Tuesdays. And for monthly, we would give you the ability to pick if you want to actually use the date or the day of the week that date is on. So for example, if I wanted to do it for today, I would have the option between scheduling it on the 6th of the month or scheduling it on the first Wednesday of the month. And then lastly, you would have the option to choose when it ends, which could be never. You could let it go on for as long as your heart desires. Or you could pick a date that you want it to stop sending on, or you would be able to pick after X amount of occurrences. So after this broadcast has been sent out 10 times, it doesn't need to be sent out anymore. So that's just a little insight into how we're thinking about setting this up. But without further ado, I will pass it back to Mike to kick off the Q&A.
Thank you, Kate. Thank you, Tori. A lot of great stuff on the horizon here. A lot of great stuff already here that I'm definitely glad we're able to talk about today. As Kate was saying, it is now the Q&A portion of our presentation. I do know we have a couple questions coming in here. I want to make sure we get to everyone. So we did have one question coming in regarding opt-ins and opt-outs. Question: how can I track opt-ins and opt-outs? Tori, if you'd be able to speak to that.
Yes. So right now, we have a process in place where once your customers text in the keyword "start" to the platform, Prokeep keeps track of that for you. So on the contact record in Prokeep, you can see when they texted start, when they opted in, and you can also see when they, in their conversation thread, when they're opted out. So each contact's record is kept up to date in Prokeep based on their actual status, whether they've opted out of promotions or when they opted in. So we provide that information to you directly in the application, and our contact exports as well when you pull your contacts from Prokeep, that information is also available there too. So that's one of the ways the system is, the Prokeep system helps you kind of keep track of who is opted in to promotions and who is not. And in addition to that, that information also helps us help our customers when it comes time to send a broadcast, make sure that only those contacts who are opted in to receive a message actually get it.
Awesome. Love it. I see this question is about the templates that we were talking about earlier. Where can I see my templates for broadcast messages?
So in the application, when you go to the template section of the application, we have templates for regular messages and broadcast messages. Any templates that's created can be found in that UI, in the settings section of the application. In addition to that, when you are in the process of creating a broadcast message in the compose message workflow, when you are adding a template, when you want to use a template, that's another place where we also show you all the templates you've created that are eligible to be used on a broadcast text message. Did I miss any other place there, Kate, that you can think of?
No, I don't think so.
Awesome. Love that. I do see another question here regarding exports. What information can I export? I believe this is probably just regards to broadcast messages and what information is exportable. I know we talked about some of that earlier, Tori, with the performance information, but feel free to go in more depth.
Yeah. So today, when you can export data from multiple broadcasts, and what we're showing you in that export right now are some of like the high level data, who messages were delivered to, delivery rate, response rate, open rates, clicks. Those are some of the basic data that we're showing today that shows up on that table view around some of that information. But some of the feedback that we've gotten to this point is our customers want to see a little bit more. So in addition to open rates, delivery rates, response rates, our customers are also looking for those exports to show some more data on who were the contacts who message did not get delivered to, or who are the contacts that actually clicked this link and when. So that's some of the enhancements we're thinking about adding to the product here shortly.
Perfect. Love to hear it. I know we're coming up on time here. Thank you guys so much for the questions. I did want to note for everyone listening that in addition to the recording of today's session, the follow-up email, we also want to hear from you guys. We're always looking to make the product better. We'll be including a brief survey just to get your feedback as we go into the future with these broadcast enhancements that Kate was speaking to a little bit earlier. Would love to hear from you guys in that survey. Please feel free. We love all the feedback. Please feel free to make your voice be heard there. Want to thank Tori, want to thank Kate for joining me today. Thank you so much to everyone for joining us on today's session. Again, thank you, everyone.